Welcome, Bridge friends. This is Michael here at Bridge Hands, and welcome to Advanced Lesson Number 2, more on negative free bids. Now, in our previous session, you recall that we spoke about when we make a free bid, that is one where we're in the competitive auction, and we don't need to make a bid because there's still 3 more bids or 2 more after us. Our partner can still come in. And in the pass-out seat, if they have some extras, fine, they'll bid. Even if they don't, they can borrow the king from us to kind of keep the auction alive. We shouldn't punish them just because they made a bid in the pass-out seat. But when we're in the direct seat, we ought to have more than just the minimum hand. Sometimes we do have shape, but often what we want to do is be sure that we have some extra values, maybe 2, 3 points or more, or else just let the auction go around, especially if both of the opponents have been bidding. Ostensibly, they have enough points that we're not going to make game unless there's some really shapely hands going on at the table. So, okay, we've got 6 hands to cover, so let's go ahead and get started. Well, okay, in our first hand, West is going to be the dealer. This is a hand that actually happened just very recently, so it's definitely fresh in my mind. I was kibitzing. Okay, true confessions. I was the object of this hand. My partner made a bid that is, well, it's indescribable to me, and that's why we're going to have this lesson on free bids. These things do happen. So it starts off, the plot begins with West having a 5-3-3-2, and in clubs it's Jack 10 9 5 times. In hearts, Ace King 10, nice. In diamonds, Ace Jack 10, good, and 2 small spades. So we've got about 14 points here, and it's going to be opening 1 club with the 1 distribution point for the 5th club. I think that's okay. And to the north hand, my partner's hand, and they have a 4-3-3, not so good. Ace, Queen, Jack, well, working honors, there's 7. In the minor suits, they have Queen thirds. Geez, don't you wish those honors were both in the same suit? Unfortunately, it looks like they're spread honors and quackers besides, right? Queens and jacks. So they have about 13 points with a Jack 4th and hearts. No bid at this point in time. So yeah, they're going to go ahead and pass, and then over to the east hand. It's a 4-4-3-2. 4-4 in the pointed suits. Their honors are also spread. Ace doubleton in clubs, Queen third in hearts, King 10, 9, 4th in spades, and 9 4 times in diamonds. Do you want to bid a diamond or you want to bid a spade? Well, if you're playing 2/1 with something like the Walsh diamond, you could bid the diamond first, and then ostensibly when they don't bid spades, they bid 1 no trump, you go 2 spades if you have a really big hand. But in this case, you don't have that, so you're going to start off with the spade suit, aren't you? So it's going to be a response of 1 spade. Over to the south hand, our hand is, we've got 2 kings in the minors. They're both 3-card suits. It's a 4-3-3 with 4 spades, all babies, no bid. To the north hand with that something less than 15 to 17, and a balance 5-3-3-2 with 5 in a minor suit. It's going to be a 1 no trump. And the auction should probably pass out there, but no. Partner in the north says, well, I've got 13 points, I'm going to bid. Don't do that. Not when you don't have extras. And you're a free bid. Your partner, if your partner has got a shapely hand in the south, they'll bid, they'll borrow that king from you. But no, this north decided they were going to go ahead and make a takeout double. Now, some of you may play in penalty. Mike Lawrence has a book on doubles, and it talks about auctions like this. But for most people, they would consider after 1 no trump, it is for takeout. Over in the east, well, they're interested to see how this is going to go. They're going to pass for now. No reason to bid a second time. And south, what do we want to bid with this hand? Oh, isn't this a joy? We had 1 club and then a no trump by the west hand and 1 spade by the east hand. So which one of the red suits do you like? Neither of them? Me either. So 3-3, I chose the king of diamonds, and it's the cheapest. I'm not sure what my partner's thinking, but okay, I'll bid the diamond. I only have 9 3 times in hearts. So 2 diamonds. A pass then by west. Partner north is happy enough. Sure, they don't have to play it. And we over in the east hand, we would probably think about, you'd like to almost make a penalty double, punish him with 4 diamonds, but your partner might come up with a bid with everybody vulnerable. Hey, maybe we can set them by 2. So pass coyly. And so the opening lead could be a jack of clubs from jack 10-9, but with ace king 3 times, protected ace guarded by the king, probably a good lead. So I would say play the ace of hearts, take a look at the dummy, see your partner's attitude. So the ace of hearts comes out. And our partner gives encouraging 6 since there's a 2 and a 5 and not much else in the dummy. So it looks like they have some encouragement for that suit. We played a 5 in the south just to show we can make a little bit of a false card. Not going to do much good, is it? Okay, the king is played, and they played the high-low. Now they played a 4 in the south. So ensure they did show that they had a queen or a doubleton. So all right. The third heart is played. 10, jack, queen, and the 9. Okay, at least we in the north can see that there is the 13th promoted if Trump can get out. Oh, well. So, okay, they've got the first 3 tricks, and now it's up for East to play. Not going to play the spade with ace, queen, jack, and we've got king 10, 9, 4th. Could be a diamond. A trump would not be bad. Or you recall that we can play an unprotected ace when we're having the declare to our left. There's not anything that I see that they're going to promote. So an ace, if your partner's got the king, fine, then you get a rough right away. So I think the ace of clubs is fine. Some of you may want to play a diamond. The ace of clubs is played. Okay. There's an encouraging 6. All right. Remember, we've got a doubleton, so the 6 looks encouraging. Certainly our partner should be able to play something else. Okay, so we play the 4, and we play the queen from the north. Okay, well, your partner didn't have the king, but that's okay. You in the east, you're now out of clubs. So we need a plan. It's not going to be pretty, is it? We got 3-3 in trump. We hope that they're 4-3. So I guess we can play a diamond to our king, and hopefully the ace is on side, but it's just not going to be good. It's almost like we're playing like a no trump hand. Revolting. A low diamond to our king, and they win it with the ace. And they could maybe come back with a diamond. They've got the jack 10 and extinguish all the diamonds from the dummy, but the dummy's got a flat hand, and they've got that 13th heart, so they may want to get a trick on that. So, okay, we'll play a jack of clubs, and the king wins it in the south, but our partner roughed it. They didn't win it in the south. Uh-oh. So east-west, you've got 6. North-south, you've got 1. We're already down 1. This is not going to be a pretty day when vulnerable. Okay, they're not going to play a club, so they play the diamond up to the queen in the north hand, and rather than play diamonds and get them all out, it's looking like we might as well rough. No, I guess with 13th heart, that's good. That's been promoted, isn't it? So let's just go ahead and play the 13th heart, pitch a spade, let them take their diamond. Okay, well, there's one of them gone. So at any rate, they will now go ahead and play a club through, and we might as well play the jack. The king wins it. And at this point, the spade goes up to the queen. We can go ahead and play the ace of diamonds, and their 9 is above our 8. So we've got 4 tricks, down 3, vulnerable, 100, 200, 300. Oh my goodness. What was partner thinking? And that's the point of the lesson. When you're playing free bids, don't just make a bid because you have 13 points. If you've got a flat hand, you've got quackers, these side suit queens, you've got ace, queen, jack, and partners doesn't have the king. There's not a finesse, and the spades was bid by the person behind you. It's got bad things written all over it, doesn't it? It's speechless. So remember, free bid, indirect seat. Be careful making a bid. Let's see how another variation of this hand might have turned out at some of the other tables. Well, okay, let's go ahead and rebid hand number 2. And that was, you recall, 1 club, pass. 1 spade, pass. 1 no trump, balanced, 5-3-3-2. This time, pass by north. You're my pickup partner. You want me to come again? Don't go making these bids and punishing me. And this time, over to the east. Let's say it happened to be a competitive team game. They're trying to catch up. Yeah, they have 9 points. Some people, though, might fall in love with the king, 10, 9, 4th, and actually do an invitation to no trump. I wouldn't. I would recommend that you not, but it has happened. And after pass, certainly with 13 and 1 distribution, a nice club suit, and ostensibly East has got some clubs in the minors because they're not rebidding spades. So I think they would go 3 no trump. Okay, in this storybook scenario, would not be leading a spade with ace, queen, jack, hopefully to catch a king by their righty over in the west seat. So they don't really like leading away from queen thirds. They don't like leading away from jack fourth. There's no great lead, but might as well lead from fourth. I don't like leading away from jacks normally, unless they've got some other honors with them against no trump, but oh well, what else are you going to lead? So leading the low heart from 4 goes to a low, a 9 by us in the south seat, and the 10 is played by the declarer, this time in the west, so the dummy is over in the east, okay? All right, they win with the 10, and 3 no trump. I guess they're going to try to promote the club suit, aren't they? So they play a jack of clubs and doesn't pop with the queen by north. Good, second hand low. We in the south win it with the king. And looking at the dummy over here, not much is going to happen for us in the diamonds. The hearts does have a possibility, I suppose, if partner played low from 4. Low should be an honor, right? Or else they should be playing next to top of nothing if that's the case. So maybe eventually, since we've only got 6 points, maybe our partner has 12, 13 points, right? So play a heart, maybe we can promote it. Play a heart, they play the king from ace king. They could have false card with the ace, I suppose. Partner plays a 7 and a heart's played. Once again, they're playing the clubs to the ace, but they got to get back to the hand over here. So they're not going to want to do it in the heart suit, that's for sure. So they're going to come back with a low diamond. And from ace jack 10, it could be the king queen or held by the righty over in south. Nope. They played the jack and the queen was played by the north hand. So, okay, play that third heart and see if it's a 4-3-3. In this case, luckily, it was. So you've now promoted that 13th heart. Okay, you are in. You can play your club, and unfortunately, it's going to be won by the queen. Remember, we had 2 queen thirds in the minors, one by us in the north. So eventually, we win that jack of hearts. Okay, good. So we've got 4 tricks, and we've certainly going to have an ace of spades, don't we? So we can play a low diamond to our partner's king. They win it, and now they have promoted that club suit, in which finally it's going to pay off. So they get the 9 of clubs. We can pitch a jack in the north. South, we're going to play a low spade, another club, and those spades, they're hanging on to them in the north, our partners with dear life. They play a diamond, and eventually they have to give us that 5th and setting trick by playing the ace of spades. So lesson learned is that don't make that takeout double. Maybe they'll go to 3 no trump, right? Maybe your partner's got some values. Maybe they won't play it well. You don't have to feel in direct seat. You have to make that bid. Okay, so on the third hand in the set was actually the same partner, the same pickup partner I was playing with, but well, something else happened. I think you'll enjoy this one also. So over in the west hand, the opponents had a 5-4-3-1, 5 diamonds, ace 9 5 times. In clubs, ace king 10 3 times, ace 10 4 times in spades, and a singleton jack of hearts. So that is 7. I wouldn't count anything for jack singleton in clubs. And then in spades, another ace. It goes up to 11. And in ace 5 times in diamonds, 15. Maybe 1-ish with the 5-card suit in diamonds. So opening 1 diamond. Over to the north hand. This is our hand. Fortunately, we're not going to be the declarer this time. And it would be a pass. A 5-4-3-1. Diamonds 5 are righty's suit in the west. And 3 spades, queen 9-8, ace 8 4 times in hearts, and a singleton club. Over to the east hand. They have a 5-4-3-1 themselves. Ace 5 times in hearts, queen 9-8 in clubs, jack 3 times, not so good. And this was a professional level player here with many thousands of master point over in the west, and a singleton diamond. They made a 1 heart call. To the south hand, my partner, this time, having licked their wounds earlier, they were a little bit more careful. They have 5 points in diamonds with king, queen, doubleton. 3 spades, king 3 times, gets them up to 8. Queen 10-9, well, nice working values there. 10 and 1 in clubs, 11. No, they're not going to bid. and we're going to come back to evaluation of this hand a little bit more. Okay, responding one spade by the West. Okay, over to us in the North, no bid. We're happy to pass. And this East, once again, they were pro level. They decided to just pass. They said, doesn't look like a chance for game. Let's see what they did. They have a singleton in the diamond. At least they have 3 spades to the jack, so they're going to have a 4-3 fit. They can't rebid hearts. They don't really want to bid no trump. And look at this. They've got a king, a jack, and a queen, all in separate suits. None of them are working. The jack is hardly worth a point with jack thirds, as they well evaluated the hand. So they passed. This person then in the South, my partner, they thought, well, I can borrow a king because I'm in the pass out seat. I'm going to bid 2 clubs. Well, look at this club suit. Jack 5 times? Really? Not a very good suit. And do you really think that diamond, king, queen tight is worth 5 points? No, especially when your lefty has bid it. So once again, our partner has made a call, 2 clubs, and they get to play it in a 2-club auction. Look at our North club suit. We've got a lonely 3 to contribute to them. So 2 clubs it is. Wes is a little bit miffed. They're an emerging player, not even a life master. So they thought, oh well, they're not going to lead away from their unprotected aces, I don't believe. So it looks like a king of clubs from ace king 3 times, hopefully. No, they led the heart. Well, okay, they were hoping there's a singleton. They're going to their partner. And so we, in the North, our hand comes down as dummy. It was ace 4 times. South was queen 10 3 times. They thought, oh, maybe they can play a finesse to their queen. This is what I affectionately like to call, excuse me for this, a sucker finesse with 6+. When they're leading a suit and you've got a 6, or in this case a 7-card suit, do you really think a finesse to the queen is going to win? Well, if you do, we should be reading more fairy tale books, because one of them will have a singleton, the other will have 4. So no, I don't think it's going to work out that way. So you've got to go up with the ace and start pulling trump when you've got a 6-card or longer suit. Don't think when you've got 7 that it's going to just that finesse to the queen. They wouldn't have underled from king jack anyway, would they? Of course not. So okay, the king wins it rather than winning with the ace. So let's see what happens from here. Okay, the professional player over in the East, they play a heart, and they get a rough over in the West hand, playing the 10. Well, they'd certainly like to get back to their hand over in the East, and how might they do that? If they understood is that a low card was suit preference lead, the low ranking 4 would say, give me a low ranking suit. Play a diamond, play the ace and another one. And they did. They played the ace, played the queen from the South, the king, it won't really matter. They'll play a second one and it gets roughed. So isn't this a revolting experience, getting a cross rough situation against us? Okay, well, you know what's coming next, another heart, even though they had to go up with the king, a natural trick, and play another diamond. Okay, and it goes to the 8 in the North, the 8 of clubs, and the jack of clubs there finally in. All right, playing a clubs, won by the ace now over in the West hand. A 9 is played by the East, and they come back with a diamond, and yet another rough comes in when the 10 is covered in the dummy. So they've already won 7 tricks in the East-West. So a spade to the ace. Oh my goodness. 8 tricks for the East-West. A spade. Well, finally they get in. They play the clubs out. So they have 5 tricks, but they needed 8 tricks. So they're down 3. I don't even remember if it was vulnerable or not, but a negative 150 or negative 300, it doesn't really matter much in duplicate bridge. It's all bad scores. So what went wrong? Well, they were in pass-out seat, weren't they? So they didn't want to borrow the king, as they say. Not all bad, but that king-queen doubleton tight is not really worth 5 points. The 10-9 of hearts might have had some values, but that Jack fifth, what if we had a better club suit? Let's take a look at that scenario. Okay, on this hand, didn't come up at the table, but let's give pickup partner the benefit of the doubt on where the bid might have worked. So it was opening one diamond by the west hand. In this case, they've got ace, king, queen, 9, 5 times in diamonds. Not so good in a club suit. 10, 3 times. A singleton, jack of hearts. Ace, 10, 4 times in spades, same shape. Opening one diamond. Over to the north hand, we have that 5, 4, 3, 1 with ace fourth in hearts, queen 9, 8 in spades, jack 10, 8, 5 times in diamonds. And our pro over here in the east has about the same. 5, 4, 3, 1, king 5 times in hearts, queen 9, 8, 4 times in clubs, jack 3 in spades, probably a worthless suit, unless partner opened it, and a singleton diamond. In the south, this time our partner has a much better hand. They've got ace, king, jack 5 times, queen 10, 9, 3 times in hearts, king 3 times in spades, and 2 small diamonds. So the bidding went one diamond, pass, one heart. I wouldn't recommend going 2 clubs at this point. If you had that king and queen, those 5 points working together, sure, maybe a more shapely hand. But in this case, your clubs aren't completely solid. If you were vulnerable, you could go down 2, which is kind of death in duplicate bridge. If they doubled you, you would still be in bad shape, wouldn't you? Even worse. So I would say pass for now. A 1 spade bid by the west hand. A pass by north, and our pro passed 1 spade, willing to play in a 4-3 split. And this time we're in pass out seat, and we can borrow a king. We like our clubs. We like our clubs a lot. We have 3 honors, so we could come in with 2 clubs. I think a lot of Easts might want to make a call here. They might go 2 diamonds with ace, king, queen, 5. But with the partner bidding hearts and they got a singleton, they might just want to see what their partners can do with just the minimum hand. Okay? Good. Nowhere to go here in the north hand. We don't like that we had a singleton, but we're glad we've got an ace of anyway and a queen of spades. And a pass over here. I don't think they're going to come in anymore. I don't think they want to rebid hearts with just 5 times. So it plays for 2 clubs, and the opening lead can either be the ace of diamonds or singleton heart. By the way, we'll take a look and see what the double dummy deep finesse says. It says any lead, they're all losers. In other words, the declarer can make 2 clubs with the correct line of play. And the ace is led, a 7 comes out, and we see 5-5 between the west and the north. We're not sure who's got the singleton, but with ace, king, queen, we might as well go ahead and play another one and see who shows out. So we play the king, and our partner showed out good. In fact, they pitched the 7 of hearts to show interest in that suit, encouragement. Okay, so probably switch time to that singleton heart. This time, our partner north, we hope goes up with their ace, right? When it's 4-3 and they lead the suit. So win that ace, and you know what to do next. Start thinking about pulling trump. Goodness forbid. So we play our singleton to the jack. This time it holds. Good. Great. So we play the king clubs. Okay. Now remember, we were 5-1. We were 6. That means they've got 7. Hopefully they're 4-3 most of the time, about 60% of the time. So we play the ace. They both play. They're down to 1 outstanding winning trump, unless we're thinking that they're going to disrupt our transportation, which we could promote a suit and dummy. We normally, when it gets down to 1, the rule of 1, let them have it when they want. We'll go ahead and start doing our business elsewhere. So we play the queen of hearts. They win with the king. They go ahead and play the queen just to knock one out of our hand before they play a spade to west's ace. Okay. They then play the queen of diamonds. Since that's been promoted, we ruff with our last, a spade. And then we play our king of spades, and our 10 of hearts gets us our 8th trick. So that was a nice scenario, wasn't it? Yes, why couldn't our partner have hands like this when they go ahead and make a bid in the pass-out seat? Point being, when you have good honors and you're in the pass-out seat, sure. When you have jack fifth, and you have an outside side suit, king, queen tight, is probably not worth 5. Maybe you just let it go. But there is one other option. What if you decided to just bid 1 no trump? Let's look at that. All right, so as advertised, let's go ahead and try playing it one no trump in the south with that previous hand, not the ace, king, jack 5 times as much as we'd like to, but that other one, rather than bidding 2 clubs, let's say it was one no trump where they don't apparently have a fit. Our partner, therefore, must have some diamonds, even though it feels spooky with that king, queen tight. So one no trump it is. In the opening lead, we can see that if they lead a diamond, they're going to be losers. So if they lead that 4th best diamond, we're going to make one no trump. But let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they lead away from the ace 4th of spades. Okay, they lead a spade. It goes to the jack, 3rd hand high in the east, and we win it with the king. And we can see that we would like to promote that diamond suit. We've got king, queen tight in one hand, jack 10 5 times in the other. So we play the queen of diamonds, and they don't win it. They could have, I suppose. We play the king. They still don't win it. Why? Because they can see that we don't have that many entries to the dummy hand. The ace of hearts and maybe the queen of spades. So, all right. So we play the queen of hearts because we have queen 10 9. Nothing better to do. And it falls the jack. Yes, that's looking good. They win it with the king, which they must to be able to defeat us by any at all. And so they're looking at the dummy, and they decide to come back in a club from queen 9 8 4th. Won by the 10, only a single 10 in the dummy. That was a good play. So now we can go ahead and play our ace of clubs because our partner played low, right? They played a 2. That must be they have an honor. Hopefully it's better than the jack. We then play the king. Okay, we have to pitch in that dummy hand from the south's perspective, and we might as well pitch some diamonds. We've got to try to keep an entry here, don't we? And our 2 hearts have been promoted, but we have to keep a doubleton diamond because they have the ace and another. So they take the ace of diamonds, and by the way, that is the best line of play here. They play a second diamond, and they are going for the in play rather than letting us have something in the south. So, right, we've got our 2 hearts. We can take the ace of hearts and the 8 of hearts, but we're stuck in the dummy, stranded. A good one for us to remember when we are the defender and they do it to us. And so they get the last 2 spades. So it's down 1. Not all that bad. Better than down 3 or so, isn't it? So in this situation where you've got jack 5th and they seem to have a misfit, why? Because East just was willing to pass with 1 spade. Doesn't look like they probably have but a 4-3 fit. And so, 1 no trump, down 1. Okay, last hand. Okay, to conclude our story on the 6th hand in the set, let's go quickly, and this time we're going to let them play it in 2 diamonds. So it went like this. 1 diamond, pass. 1 heart. Could be 2 clubs. I think pass is better. 1 spade, showing the shape. Pass. Pro passes. We bid 2 clubs, and in a free bid C, they bid 2 diamonds. They didn't have to bid, and your partner was wanting to pass, even though we could have had up to 18 points. So I don't think you want to bid 2 diamonds, but let's say that it was a 2 diamond bid. Well, you can see there's going to be some problems, aren't you? Okay, so the lead was a club to the jack. It held. We want to play 3rd hand high, but we see the dummy did have a queen, so we played underneath that. And we can go ahead and play some clubs. The ace of clubs, they pitch 1 heart. Another club, top club, and they pitch another heart. So they went high-low, so we want to go to them. We play a queen of hearts from queen 10 9. The jack falls. The partner wins with the ace. They play a heart back to us, to our 9. The king is played, and might as well pitch a spade over here from the declare over in the west. Okay, a diamond is played, seeing the dummy there, and goes to the queen. Okay, both follow. That's good. So we're what, 5-1? We're 6 from the west perspective. Let's see what happens next. Ace to, okay, they both follow. We pitch a spade from the dummy. The king is played, and this isn't so good. It looks like they had a diamond stack behind us over in the north hand. So their last 2 diamonds are boss, so gosh, I guess the ace of spades and another spade. They win with a queen. They then with the Jack of Diamonds, the 10 of Diamonds, they get our last 2 trump out, and they play the 9 of Spades to their partner South King. So East-West, this time you have 5 tricks, and the opponents have 8. So lesson learned, be careful when making free bids. In this case, Ace, King, Queen 5 times wasn't enough. Remember, your partner was willing to pass even though you might have 18 points, right? You might have had anywhere between 12 to 18. Lesson learned. Well, okay, bridge friends, after 6 hands, this concludes part 2. Thanks for hanging in there with us. And on Freebids, I hope we saw some more instances where simply making a free bid in direct seat without extra values can get you in a lot of trouble. Certainly did that pickup partner, didn't it? And then in the case when you do have good suit quality, be sure to upgrade a little bit that. We saw Ace, King, Jack 5 times in clubs. Certainly was a good combination, even when our partner had a singleton. We saw some instances where we could balance in no trump. It was better than when we have a misfit with our partner, when clearly the opponents have a misfit where they're stopping at the 1 level. What's that all about, right? Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed the lesson today. We have more on Freebids coming up soon. So until next time, as always, have a great day playing bridge. Bye for now.